Sponsored by Hall & Hearts.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Monday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south, sprinkles in 73, light rain tonight about the same at 68. Tomorrow, possible thunderstorms and light rain and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 74. A little colder at 65 Wednesday, and we'll have a chance of rain in the morning followed by some sun. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
With over 65 years of combined experience, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to help you take your collection to the next level. They carry all the new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. They sell and trade cards and are always looking to buy. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at instantReplaySportsCards.com.
That Cajun Place is your LSU and Saints football headquarters. Saints and LSU fans, wear your team colors and score a free Jell-O shot when your team scores a touchdown. Only at That Cajun Place. Get $5 pitchers on select draft beers during all live football games. Catch all the games at once with the NFL package on 27 large TVs at That Cajun Place. And the best wings on the beach. The locals' favorite, That Cajun Place.
It's the Season of New Traditions sales event going on now at Bill Bird Kia. Now offering 1.9% APR for up to 60 months of the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or a new 2025 Kia Sportage. Take your next holiday adventure in a brand new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or new 2025 Kia Sportage with $1,748 per month per $1,000 financed in 60 months. Quality is limited. Not to be combined with other finance offers and not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/25.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota. ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the next evolution of sports talk radio. The biggest stories and the biggest reactions.
Now.
And now we're taking...
With the first pick.
This is the last ball you got to bet. The Inside Drive. From college to the pros. Interviews with the newsmakers, sports betting, your phone calls, and more. And now, The Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey. Broadcasting from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios. On ESPN Northwest Florida.
And good Monday morning. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. 104.3 in Panama City Beach, 101.9 in Port St. Joe. A little milder out there, Jay. The cold weather kind of went and gone, and now it looks like we may got some wet weather coming in. But hey, you know what? We could use a little early December rain here, although I hope it doesn't get in the way of some Dynasty Flag football tomorrow night, but it is what it is, and hey, maybe we'll play in the rain. I don't know. As always, you can like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, all those wonderful things. That is Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. 3 great local shows every day, Monday through Friday. The Coach James Hale Show from 7 to 9. The Inside Drive right here with Jay and David from 11 to 1. And, of course, the Afternoon Underdogs from 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if you want to go on social media and watch it after the fact, you can do that as well. Jay, where do you download our free mobile app?
The Google Play or Apple Store.
Easy peasy. All you got to do is search up 104.3. It pops up right there for you.
That's it.
Download it, open it up, listen to it.
Yep.
Easy.
Easy.
It's free.
You don't need no credit card to ride this train.
Choo-choo. That's good. I like that. Is that going on the shirt?
Put it in there.
All right. I don't even know if I have the document. You don't need no credit card to ride this train.
That's right.
Just dollars, though, right?
What?
Just dollars? You bring $1 to get on the train?
No, you got credit
When
cards.
Jay's riding, you just need coins. You got that.
Yeah, that's true.
The carousel at the Walmart.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's kind of your cup of tea, the little pony.
Yep.
Put it in, and it.
That's right.
A little up-down action over there.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
That is it. But yes, we are back. The college football playoff bracket is here. Man, it's here, Jay.
It is.
It's here, and there's a lot of discussion that came about after about 11:30 yesterday morning. They switched from NFL Countdown, got all that information in there, and then boom, right back to NFL. And a lot of fun games yesterday as well. But let's dive into it. But first, Michael, good to have you back on the show. We've had you a few times.
Great to be here.
And of course, Sam, we've been trying to get you on the show for a while, and here we are.
Yep.
December 9th. December 9th. Sam Judah in the house. And
Thank you.
Sam, for our listeners that may not know you, I know, Michael, you've been on several times, and Jay talks about you all the time. But Sam, tell everybody a little about yourself and what you do and how you kind of got hooked up with Bay Point and Jay and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, growing up, always from Ozark, always came to Panama City, Bay Point. We had a place there. Moved here about a year ago now. I was in the golf space, long drive. I do professional world long drive. I was in charity events, social media golf. Ran into Jay and Michael and just became close friends and hanging out with them and learning from them a little bit. I'm just a crazy fast golfer. They actually have real golf swings. You know, I try to drive the green in 4-putt. You know, that's my game. They're real golfers. So, but no, granted to them, they're great guys, and just happy to be in such a great place like Bay Point, really taken care of with Gavin and everybody over there.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's hard to believe it's been a year already. Time is certainly flying. But what kind of got you into the world long drive space and kind of going that route? I'm sure there's maybe an interesting story that comes to it.
It's a very interesting story, and it's all out of luck. So actually, me and my best friend Justin Williams and a few other guys went to Pinehurst a few years ago, right before I got in the sport. And the caddy there was like, "Do you do long drive?" I had no clue what that was at the time.
Yeah.
I just was an old baseball player and swung as hard as I could, and every now and then hit one straight. And so we get back, and Justin starts diving into long drive and sends me some stuff. So I started swinging. I was like, my first time ever seeing, I didn't know what ball speed was. I didn't know anything. I went to a PJ Superstore. I was like 208 ball speed. I'm like, that's not good, because I look at Kyle Berkshire and Martin Boermeyer at the time on Instagram, they're 220. I'm like, I have no shot. So I post a video on Instagram, and I'm sitting at work at the time at Range Rover, and I get a notification. And it says Bryson DeChambeau, and I'm like, somebody's messing with me. This isn't real. And it was one of his agents, and they were like, "Hey, is this real? Or your number's real? Blah blah blah. Would you like to shoot a YouTube video with Bryson?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." So I went in, told work I was sick next Wednesday, and took off, went and shot a YouTube video with Bryson, got like 270. He's like, "You're doing long drive." When somebody like that tells you to do it, you got to do it.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
Did it in my first year. I finished 12th in the world, so it kind of just took off from there. Been fortunate to do, I think, 12th, 11th, and 11th. So
nice.
It's been a crazy 3 years. I just take advantage of the luck I was given.
Hey, that's it, right? You get an opportunity, you got to take advantage of it.
Got to.
I think Eminem wrote a song about that, right, Jay?
That's it. You got that right.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Go ahead, Jay.
Now, I was just going to ask what Sam's opinion on, because, I teach golf, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Is that what you do?
Sometimes. And, or be on the radio show.
Well, I see you in a golf cart every time I ride.
Yeah, I knew that would come. But what about technique versus speed? Which one is more important in your world? Is technique or speed more important?
Speed.
And does good technique lead to better speed?
It can, but I think I think if you work too much on technique, you can't gain speed.
Gotcha.
I think at the end of the day, if you have speed, then you can go back to technique, if that makes sense. Like for any young kid growing up, I'm a baseball guy background. I would work on speed, rotational speed, golf speed, because you can always teach technique. I don't think you can go back and teach speed, if that makes sense.
That does make sense, 100%.
Because you can always tone down speed.
Yeah.
Right.
Like once you get on the course, because I'm not on the driving range, I'm not swinging like that on the course. You're trying to gain that speed reserve. So on the course, when you're 80%, it used to be your 100%. Then you can control that.
It's fair.
When we talk about football all the time too, and it's golf, baseball, even hockey a little bit. In quarterbacking, it's all rotational speed. It's all rotational speed, and I mean even for high level players, not necessarily world long drive, it's also about that rotational speed. And seeing those kind of numbers and that kind of stuff in this day and age it's just cool. It seems like golf is in a really unique place right now. We talk about it all the time and what's going on with the world of professional golf. Now you got the PGA Tour cutting all these spots, making it harder to make it to those top levels. What do you guys think, kind of on two different ends of the spectrums, about the world of professional golf right now?
I just hope the PGA don't mess it up like the NCAA is messing up college football.
Yeah.
Stay out of a little bit. Rolling back the golf ball. I mean, what they don't understand is that's just going to make the longer hitters even better.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Bryce and somebody got a wedge in their hand. Okay, you're going to put an 8-iron in their hand. But then you got Justin Thomas, those guys, they're going to go from a 6-iron to a 3-iron. It's going to make the game they don't even look at it that way.
Yep.
And you have a young generation that loves seeing how hard and far they can hit it. Now you're going to take that away.
I mean, that's what
you're going to take the enthusiasm out of what's coming with this younger generation in golf.
I think it hurts a lot of the newer golf courses too.
Yeah.
You've got all these people who have built these golf courses starting, late 90s to early 2000s to even, courses are opening up every couple of weeks, I feel like. Just new places, and it's these huge properties. And
we got one coming up in Washington County.
I was talking to a guy yesterday. They just played second stage up at Kinderloo Forest in Valdosta. They played it at 7,800 yards. And just, it's a 6 and a 5-iron fest for the average hitter.
Yeah.
And so if you roll the golf ball back even further, it's going to be impossible to play that course.
Try playing that course with a marathon range ball. See how that goes. That's exactly what the roll bike ball is going to be.
Yeah. The old Trixon Marathon. That's a classic.
And that course can go another 200 from that. It can tip out at 8,000.
I do think it would be interesting, though, in terms of allowing events to go back to old school, shorter courses that, time has kind of passed by.
Yeah.
So, you go to these places that are even, 7,000, 7,100 yards tipped out, which is now relatively short,
which is
at
crazy.
The top level, and you get the greens firm and fast, and you grow the rough up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be stupid. You just make it tough and make it fair, and I think it opens up the ability to go back to those places, and I think that would be a benefit.
I think that'd be good for the game of golf.
Yeah, but overall, I think it's killer. You've got all these people trying to get into the game, and, the people that I see successful from not necessarily a young age, but just getting started, have a little bit of pop. When you find a little bit of speed, and that's relative, you could be a 50-year-old woman or a 13-year-old kid. When you figure out how to get a little bit of pop and you've got that sound, you start being able to get the ball up in the air, you can start playing.
Changes the game.
Well, Jay, and when you're working with these young kids, how much focus do you put on gaining speed? Because that these 13, 14-year-old kids, they're hitting it 300, 315 now, and if you're not, you're kind of being left behind.
That's right. Yeah, you gotta work on technique. I do feel like technique and your arms and your pivot have to kind of work together, but speed is definitely important. That's for sure. So, but yeah, they got to get it to the hole. That's number one.
If I could go back to when I was in middle school and really starting to get serious about it, I would train super, super hard for speed and worry about hitting it straight later. I think that's one of the things that I didn't do when I was younger. And, back then it wasn't as big of a deal. Everybody just wanted to hit it straight and, go hit it again. But you look at the guys now who are successful and they all have speed. I think the average club head speed of the winners on tour last year was like 119-ish. And I think PGA Tour average is like 116, somewhere in there. So the guys that are hitting it farther are definitely winning more than the guys that are hitting it shorter.
Yeah.
No doubt. It's kind of like a lot of the sports, and golf falls right into it. They want to make it more exciting, more flashy, more offense. Offense is a loose term when you're talking about hitting the ball a long way, but it means the same thing we're seeing with NFL football, hockey, every major sport. It's about making it more entertaining. And like you said, Sam, a few minutes ago, people watching these golf tournaments, they want to see these guys hit the ball a long way, and these girls hit the ball a long way. They want to see that because they're like, oh, I can't do that. But that's cool to see that person do that. And man, he just hit it 360 yards, and he's up by the green. And
right.
I know it's. I mean, when I grew up playing golf, it was so different. It was hit fairways. Your short game had to be really good, and if you could roll the rock halfway decent, you could be pretty good at the game of golf. But we started the Tiger era, right? Tiger came in. He's entertaining. He's hitting the ball way further than everybody else. They started building these monster golf courses. They're still building these monster golf courses, and a lot of these golf courses are being renovated to be bigger as well. So I don't know. It's certainly an interesting place we are right now in not only professional golf but golf as a whole. More people playing golf than they have in a long time. Obviously, COVID did some favors for that one, getting people outside to play golf, get back into it, and then of course you've got the entertainment side of things. But how important do you guys think? You mentioned Bryson DeChambeau and how that kind of got you into World Long Drive. How important do you think it is to have that side of golf where you've got these guys getting more YouTube views than PGA Tour final rounds and stuff like that? Do you think that we have to continue on that trend to make sure golf continues growing in a good way, or do you think because the PGA Tour, I don't know. We've talked about this a bunch. I just think the PGA Tour is kind of going the wrong direction. Yeah, it's boring. It's boring. Yeah,
let's be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, Liv, I think everybody can have their thoughts on how that went. Okay,
of course.
You can say political. I'm not getting into that.
Yep.
But I've been to 2 tournaments. They were fun.
Yeah.
People are having a great time. You don't have to tuck your shirt in. You don't have to act like you're at a country club. You're having a good time. This generation of young kids, that's what they want.
Yeah.
They want to have fun, loud, entertaining. Social media golf, I could see down the road there being a social media golf tour.
Yeah.
They're, like you said, they're getting more views than the PGA.
Yeah.
Well, and I just saw this the other day, the grass league.
The grass league. I have a few buddies playing in it. I mean, they're under lights. It was live on Peacock.
Kind of like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Where it's headed.
Carter, the DOD King, who came to stay with me, he was in it. You got a few of my buddies in Long Drive. Jesus of Golf, he was in it. You're going to have a lot more of this pop up, especially now with the PGA Tour cutting.
Yeah.
Cutting down. And then you see who posted their expenses the other day.
Oh, it was Michael Kim. It was like $96,000.
$96,000 just to compete.
Yep.
That's not paying his caddy.
That's before you make a dime.
Yeah,
for
that's before you make a dime. And I'm sure you have sponsors handling most of that.
Of course.
But you're seeing it and you're like,
Well,
And then you're seeing, I don't know junior golf. I didn't play junior. I play baseball.
Yeah.
But I heard it's pretty dang expensive.
It is.
And social media doesn't cost you a dime.
Nope.
You go get a camera, you go on the course, and you have some good time, get some views, and all of a sudden you blow up.
Yeah, it's crazy, the influencer world and how that makes so many people so much money. And now you're seeing it go into, and golf is one of the few sports, in my opinion, that you can have influencers that can just be doing golf content versus these other influencers, whatever medium that they're in. Because you can't do that with baseball. You can't do it with all these others. I mean, you can a little bit. But golf, you can do your whole own thing on social media.
Well, influencers are signing bigger club deals than professional players are.
Yep, because that's where people are seeing them
watching.
this stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
How about the guy that yells at you all the time? The bearded guy that's like calls everybody Marucci or whatever.
From the speed guy from overseas, Marucci. Yeah, he is a nut job. I love him.
He yells at you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here watching somebody yell at me.
I want to go watch that. I want to go meet him in person. He would be so fun to hang out with.
I mean, and that's just the kind of the world we live in right now.
It's a different world. It's a social media driven world.
Yep, no doubt.
As much as some of us hate it, but that's the world you have to live in right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you just, from the college golf aspect side of things, I know they got PGA Tour U, which if they didn't do that, I think college golf may, I don't want to say take a shot back a little bit. Obviously, PGA Tour U helps, there's a step that you can get to the PGA Tour by playing great college golf. But, do you think there will be any trickle-down effect? I know we're going to talk about the college football playoff bracket here soon and kind of the state of college football and the direction everything's going. Do you think there's going to be any negative things that happen with college golf because of what's going on with the top levels of golf right now?
I mean, I think to an extent you're already seeing it. And like PGA Tour U has been great, and it's something that I, didn't play well enough to take advantage of, and that really stinks. I had some teammates that did take advantage of it, and it's been good for them for the most part. But you're looking at now, the PGA Tour is going to cut from, I think this year it was 125. Yeah. They're lowering that down to 100.
Yep.
So that's going to give you 25 guys that are now going to go from the PGA Tour to the Korn Ferry Tour. So the bottom 25 guys on the Korn Ferry Tour are going to get knocked down even further.
Yep.
And it just makes it harder for a guy like me grinding the mini tours to get out there.
Yep.
And I think that's really tough. And then on top of that, you've got the PGA Tour, and I don't know all of the details of this, but they're not releasing media rights to guys who are playing on the Latin American Tour and the Korn Ferry Tour to go play in something like the Grass League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they want your loyalty to the PGA Tour, but then they're going to turn around and stab you in the back a little bit when you don't have an opportunity and you want to go somewhere else.
And the PGA Tour doesn't give you NIL for your own name, image, and likeness to make money. Yeah. So they also hinder that. So if you're on PGA Tour, you can't go make money on YouTube.
Well, and I think it brought light to a lot of things last week when they released Monahan's bonus, total bonus for, I guess it was 2023.
I thought they were...
It was $23 million in his bonus structure.
Yeah, he was in like the top 15 or something like that if he was on the money list or something like that.
And it was, that money was more than the entire purse for the Korn Ferry Tour.
And he hid for 4 years. We never saw him for 4 years. Like, I mean, what,
Oh, Jim. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just sports in general just wild right now, and there's not one sport and we'll talk about the Juan Soto contract later on as well.
I mean, dude has done nothing in his career to get that contract.
The amount of money and then you look at that with the NFL guys, and the NFL just needs to do a better job with their CBA and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, 15 years, $765 million to go play with the Mets is an interesting thing. There's no doubt
for what a 280 hitter.
Yeah.
280 career hitter. He's making more than Ohtani.
He's not a great outfielder. He's not a great base runner. He can hit the ball, but
he's miserable to watch.
Yeah. And he went from the Yanks to the Mets there, Jay Henley.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
No traitor. Yeah, no loyalty.
I mean, loyalty in sports
is out the window now.
What the heck? All the way through. Mm-mm. Maybe the women's volleyball championship. Maybe there's loyalty there. That's rocking and rolling right now.
You would hope.
We got a lot of volleyball action here in Bay County, and it's good to see a lot of the tournament going on right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay. Before we take a break, if people want to get a Christmas gift for some golf lessons, what can they do?
Golfwithjay.com.
Simple as that.
It's
right?
that simple.
Just a URL.
That's it.
Golfwithjay.com.
Yep.
Doesn't even have to be a golf lesson. If somebody just wants to spend an hour with you, could be on the range, could be at a restaurant, whatever it may be.
Hey, why not? Right?
I didn't know you offered that.
Golfwithjay.com.
Come on.
He offers it. Yeah.
Diego's after this. I'll pay for it.
It moonlights underneath that website. But yeah, no, golfwithjay.com. Christmas gift. You got gift cards. You got all that good stuff. Looking for that perfect stocking stuffer. And everybody wants to get better at golf,
Absolutely.
Right?
In 2025. Whole new year.
New Year's resolution.
He is the guy in Bay County.
Come on.
I promise you that.
That's it. I don't know if there's another one or not, but he is certainly
the one. I don't know of any other one, but I know he's here. He's the
here.
one.
He's definitely here. He's been here for a while now.
I've never seen a guy hit the middle of the fairway so many times in a row. It's unbelievable. It doesn't go far, but it is. It is. Yeah. You can step it between rough to rough, and it's the exact amount.
He's the epitome of the old school golfer, no doubt.
That's so fun to scramble with.
That move right down through the bottom of that club, I can visualize it in my head.
It's like butter.
It is smooth like butter. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we get back, let's talk a little bit about the college football playoff, and I'm sure this will be a good conversation. You can chime in, 850-215-6290. You're listening to The Inside Drive. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida presents the most college basketball.
Three-pointer, punch it in. College basketball is back.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
The SEC, ACC, and beyond.
Oh, you saw that coming, Rampant.
The biggest games play right here.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Monday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south, sprinkles in 73, light rain tonight about the same at 68. Tomorrow, possible thunderstorms and light rain and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 74. A little colder at 65 Wednesday, and we'll have a chance of rain in the morning followed by some sun. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Attention homeowners, are you dreaming of a backyard oasis? Look no further than S&R Fencing, your go-to destination for quality outdoor transformations. At S&R, they specialize in crafting custom fences, decks, retainer walls, and all exterior construction that not only enhances the beauty of your home, but also stands the test of time. Their experienced team takes pride in delivering top-notch craftsmanship with a personal touch. S&R Fencing, locally owned, licensed, and insured, and a member of the BBB. Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
For the most complete NFL coverage.
And let's face it, all the great NFL quarterbacks have had mustaches.
It's the Inside Drive, live from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine and Outdoor Studios.
Joe Namath, Jeff Hostetler, Jeff George, Randall Cunningham, Mark Malone, Colt McCoy, Burt Reynolds, the guy from Barney Miller, Mike Farrell from MASH. The list goes on and on.
On ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back. Christmas mashups in the house. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Jay, how many days until Christmas?
Let's see, 9, 25, 14.
Boom!
Is it 14?
16.
Or 16, yeah.
You were close. You were close.
16, yeah.
Math's so hard, man. It's so hard. That's how you end up always shooting better than me. that math stuff, it'll get you every time. But you are listening to the Inside Drive. We got Michael Shears, Jay Henley, Sam Judah, and, of course, DJ Davey Crockett behind the glass with the Christmas mashup music. As you're going to hear a lot of Christmas music over the next couple of weeks. Jay, we got you for this whole week?
Sure.
I don't like that.
No, the weather and the cold, hey, man, I'm here all week. I'll hang out the afternoon.
It's like 75 degrees
like
outside.
Wednesday or Thursday, if we're talking weekly for the week. Yeah. Joanna,
no golf tournaments this week that you're going to surprise me with?
No.
12 hours before?
Hey, range will be closed tomorrow if we get some rain. So
yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Your schedule is free.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, indeed. Unless somebody schedules one of those hour lunches with you.
Could be.
Yeah. Could be a dinner too.
Yeah.
Could be cocktail hour.
Could be.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. Now, can they extend the time by logging in on their phone while they're with you?
You know, I'm working on that aspect of the website.
Yeah.
That could be a feature coming in 25.
Yeah.
Is there a 30-minute chance?
There's a 5-minute one.
Yeah, just because, what if I get there with you at dinner and it's just not
You're
what I thought it was?
You're being too kind, right?
Sorry, 2.5 minute.
Yeah.
2.5 minute one.
Yeah. Say what?
Yeah, he wants to bail. He wants to get my money back to get out of this situation.
Yeah, like you ordered a martini, I'm out.
No refund, no buybacks.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's it. All sales final.
That's right.
Final sales.
All sales final. Speaking of all sales final, it is locked in. It came out yesterday. About 11:30 was the final moment there. Jay Henley, you probably don't even know who the top 4 seeds are.
I probably don't.
Who's the number 1 seed?
Oregon?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow, 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Who is the number 2 seed? You're wearing the damn hat.
Georgia.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
There we
Georgia
go.
winning the SEC championship in overtime against those Texas Longhorns. Man, Steve Sarkisian needs to learn how to call some plays. That is for sure. Between Ryan Day and Steve Sarkisian, you've got all these weapons on the wide receivers, and you I don't know. Anyway,
you were rooting for Texas, huh?
I had a bet for Texas.
I got you.
But it was a parlay. It was Hard Rock's been giving away all these free bonus bets the last 4 or 5 days or so.
Nice.
They must be hurting.
It's a trap. It is a trap. It's phony money. It's not real money. Right. It's a bonus bet. But yeah, these are the two you're probably not going to get. Number 3 seed out of the Mountain West Conference.
They have a blue field.
Oh, Boise State. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
there
you.
you go.
Yeah.
The Smurf Turf.
It's this bracket, so
Number 3 seed. Number 4 seed, a team that I probably wouldn't want to play.
Scattaboo.
Oh,
It's not the
Arizona
Wichita State Shockers.
Yeah, that's not the Shocker. That's
That's okay. That's Arizona State.
It's the Trident.
Oh, okay. Scattaboo.
Scattaboo, man. Whew, fantastic
great
stuff.
name.
Yeah, Arizona State looked strong. I know, again, competition's
I mean,
competition.
they're playing the Cyclones.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
But hey, Scattaboo, man, I don't know if I'd want to be playing those Arizona State Sun Devils in the quarterfinal round there. That would be what, the Peach Bowl, I think that they're playing.
Yeah, they're going to be at the Peach Bowl.
Yeah, but that number 5 seed, despite Texas losing in the SEC championship, that number 5 seed seems to be a really good spot to be in as far as progressing through the college football playoff. Obviously, they have to play number 12, Clemson, as Clemson walked off with a nice, 56-yard field goal, I think, in that one to knock out SMU from winning the championship, and then lo and behold, essentially knocking Alabama out of the college football playoff. But yeah, Clemson, number 12 seed, going over there to number 6 seed, Jay Henley. Who do you think?
I don't have a clue.
The Nittany Lions.
Oh.
We could have a snow game.
Really?
That'd be fun. It'd be fun to have a playoff snow game up there up there at Penn State. But yes, Penn State, the 6th seed, they'll be playing SMU, the 11th seed. SMU, and that's kind of the discussion. Everybody's like, is SMU going to get in? Is Alabama going to get in? Is South Carolina going to get in? You know who should have got in, Jay?
Who?
Army. You know what Army did? Their only loss was to Notre Dame. They won their conference championship. They were 11-1. Notre Dame's only loss was to Northern Illinois. Army. Put Army in there.
Right?
Absolutely.
Over
I'm
who?
with you.
I'm
SMU.
coming with discussion if we're going to.
SMU.
No,
Yeah, no.
absolutely not.
Nah, come on.
No.
I'm being very sarcastic. Army.
I just say we.
But hey, Army Navy coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
But take Army laying the points.
Okay.
That quarterback is fantastic. He can run over anything.
That game will be right here. Cover starting at 1 o'clock. Kickoff at 2 p.m.
Boom. It's at the link, right? Philadelphia, usually. The Army Navy game?
Normally it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, SMU 11. Jay, who is the 7th seed?
Come on, help me out, guys.
They don't play in a conference.
Oh, they're playing at
Dame.
that Northwest Stadium in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
It won't be at the link.
Okay. That's weird. It's been at the link as long as I can remember. Since the link's been the link. You got it?
Notre Dame?
Yeah, Notre Dame,
Yep.
number 7 seed. They are taking on
A basketball school.
the Indiana Hoosiers, number 10 seed there as well. It's an opening round game. That'll be up there in South Bend. It'll be chilly again. And then, of course, the 8 and 9 matchup. That is who, Jay?
Penn State. No,
We've already
This is what it's like.
I can't. How do you do it?
I survive every day. I go home at night and I recap my whole day.
You need an award.
Yeah,
every day.
I should. Thank
Every
you.
day.
Somebody finally said it on the show.
Yeah, they did.
Usually people are criticizing me for making fun of him, but man, it's tough being on the other side of it.
I've only been here for 30 minutes and it's brutal.
I know. Welcome to the club.
Michael's got his eyes like, what's going on here?
I need Sam to be here more often. Yeah, right. Gang up.
I can work my schedule.
There you go. But yes,
I have no idea. Who is it?
Big Ten Conference.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ohio State.
I had her on the tip of my tongue.
I knew you did.
I did.
I could see you. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Who are they playing?
SEC.
From the SEC.
Who is it?
The ugliest color ever known to man.
Really?
Yeah.
LSU.
They have great uniforms, first of all. Second of all,
South Carolina.
No, South Carolina did not get
Tennessee.
it.
No. That orange.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried to give you some Rocky Top if you weren't paying attention.
I think the committee really messed up there. And before we get into all that,
No, yeah.
but
Let's jump.
The number one team in the country is the hardest.
I really think that Tennessee earned the right to host a playoff game.
Nah.
I think they should have flip-flopped that. You're telling me that they're going to have to go up there and play Ohio State after Ohio State just lost at home to a pretty bad Michigan team?
I just hate Tennessee, so I don't want them to ever have anything.
Yeah, so you're saying flip Ohio State.
Yeah,
I agree. I understand that. I understand
think
that.
flip the seating. Like, it doesn't really change anything other than home field
I want to
advantage.
dive deeper into that, though. Why do you hate Tennessee is what I want to know, so.
Do you mean when you're born an Alabama
personal.
fan? My dad just dug it into me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the real
Tennessee
just-
sucks.
yeah.
Tennessee sucks. Tennessee sucks.
Like Auburn fans think they're the biggest rivalry for us. It's like, no, I'd rather beat Tennessee and LSU than Auburn. Like,
okay.
Well, we will beat y'all. Like, it's not a big deal. But no, getting back, I think two of the biggest, I think the automatic buys are absolutely atrocious. You tell me Boise State and Arizona State deserve buys?
They'll
Are you
have
kidding
that
me?
fixed next year
Are you
for
kidding
sure.
me? And then the number one team in the country has the hardest.
I agree with
Congratulations, you went undefeated.
Yeah,
you had
did everything
you did
you could
everything
possibly
right,
do,
but you
yeah.
had the hardest chance to
Yeah.
get there. And you're looking at I mean, SMU and Penn State. Ooh, all we got to do is win that. Then we play Boise. Congratulations, Clemson, Texas. Oh, we got Arizona State. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, they should.
Kidding me?
Oregon should have been in where the Boise State, as far as like the way the play-in were, and I get it, they do it by rankings, but still, your Oregon got that's tough. That's tough.
I feel terrible.
I mean, they're going to have to play a team they only beat in the regular season by 3 points. It's in their conference already. If Tennessee doesn't win,
yeah,
but hey, they certainly could. They certainly could. So.
I don't get it.
But yeah. Well, Jay, what do you think? I mean, obviously, Alabama, the big topic was Alabama. Were they going to get snubbed? Were they not going to get snubbed? And obviously, they certainly did get snubbed, and it depends on your opinion of the situation of why you think they did get snubbed or didn't get snubbed. But, what do you think? Do you think Alabama should have been over SMU?
The Alabama fans that I've seen on my side of things are...
because people on social media are very reasonable.
Yeah, but they have accepted the fact, and even Roll Tide Willie even accepted the fact that they had 3 games.
Yeah,
that they lost,
Yeah.
and so they don't. They feel that they're not deserving of fighting for that title.
I agree with that. I'm a huge Alabama fan, and we didn't deserve it. But then you look at it, and it's just
you start peeling back. And regardless of how you look, whatever objective way you look at something, you can find a way for it to make sense for an argument one way or the other. So that's what certainly makes it tough. But you guys were kind of touching on it here a second ago. It's gonna change next year. Do the buys? Does that structure change? What do you guys think kind of starts to happen with? Now again, next year's a little different. A lot of different things happen. Where they're going to 14 next year. The revenue sharing starting, but the revenue sharing. That's a whole other topic of conversation. But
can we let Vegas set the bracket?
Yeah. How about just the 12 best team? I don't care if you win your conference or not. 12 best ACC, it's a walkthrough.
Just take the rankings.
Yeah, Big 12, it's a walkthrough.
I think you look at the whole SMU Alabama thing from this year, and it's not hard to get to the conclusion that Alabama is a better football team.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're more talented. They've got more depth. There's no secret, but
we have to play football games.
Yeah, you got to play. You lose the Vandy.
And I think if you're SMU, you do deserve to be there to an extent. I think they did their job enough.
They did their job to what their schedule. To what their schedule dictated. And then you got people like, they come out, Alabama fans are saying, hey, let's cancel the Florida State, the Ohio States, the Notre Dame. And people are like, well, y'all lost to SEC schools. That's not the point. The point is those big games don't matter. The risk to reward isn't the same as it used to be. Why risk losing to Ohio State?
It's a bigger deal if you lose that game than if you win that game.
Because look at who the Big 12 SMU played. Who did they play?
Yeah.
I mean, who did Clemson play this year? I mean, there's high school teams in Texas that could do what SMU and Clemson did this year in those conferences.
It's disappointing for the product of college football.
There is no product anymore. NIL ruined that. NCAA has.
You're going to lose all of these great regular season matchups that are out of conference games that have historically, a lot of them been played for a while. Then on top of that, you look at, what could have the first round playoff game against Penn State be? I mean,
or Alabama at Notre Dame.
Correct.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
SMU is going to go up there, and they're probably going to be a 13.5-point underdog to Penn State.
Yeah,
probably.
and it's going to be worse than that.
And I bet you Alabama would have been a
3
favorite.
I think they would have been a 2.5 to 3 underdog.
It'd be pretty close.
I
mean, I think it could have been a pick'em.
Yeah. I think they'd have been an underdog 3.5 just because going up there, home field advantage, the weather. I don't know. I think there's a lot of changing, and granted, the committee, they were in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, 100%. No matter what you did.
It didn't matter which way you went.
Yep.
You were going to lose. But like we were talking earlier, I think this just sped up the process for the SEC and Big Ten to say, we don't need the NCAA.
Yep.
And then you're also looking at it, Notre Dame, heck, why not go independent?
Yeah.
Go set your own schedule.
Yeah. All they got to do is win the it doesn't matter. They don't have to play.
They lost to NIU, beat all the other teams they played, and hey, look. Why
Will there ever be a perfect scenario, though, where
not in any sport.
There can't be. It's just impossible.
Where somebody 12-0 is number one and somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, there should be a perfect scenario type situation.
Well, I mean, if they want to go back to it, just take the people out of it and use the BCS model.
And just rank it based off of that.
Rank it off the BCS. I mean, the computer said they were never wrong. I mean, why not just, this is what the computer ranking says. It takes the personal aspect out of it that have egos that you got the athletic director of a Big Ten school as the chairman. There's got to be a little bit of politics there with him, But
absolutely. A lot of politics involved in all of this whole thing, because at the end of the day, what's it about, Jay?
Money.
And if you look, some fun fact for you here, as I always have some fun facts for you, Jay. 50% of the total views from 2016 to 2023 of FBS viewers are linked to just 18 of the 130 plus FBS schools. That's Alabama, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Ohio State, LSU, Washington, Georgia, Penn State, Florida State, Michigan, Texas, Tennessee, Clemson, Auburn, SC, Notre Dame, Florida, and Oregon. Only 10% of the total views come from the bottom 71 schools. It's 50% of the FBS schools. So at the end of the day, what do they say? It's entertainment, and it's all about the money. So although, you would think if that was the case, then they drop Alabama in there instead of SMU. But at the same time, like you guys said, they were damned if they do, damned if they didn't. One way or the other, whether it's 4, 12, 14, somebody's going to get left off that thinks that they deserve to be in there. And, Jay, who's your pick? Who wins the national championship?
I mean, I saw Georgia on the bottom end of the they've got an easier road than everybody else, it looks like. I say Georgia wins it all this year.
Yeah, I'd rather be on the Boise State side of the bracket than the Arizona State. But yeah,
that top side looks really tough.
Well, and the SMU Penn State side for Boise too. But yeah, Notre Dame, Indiana. That's you face the winner of that game.
Yeah,
and that'll be right there in the Sugar Bowl down there in New Orleans. Rose Bowl, Peach Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, Sugar Bowl. It all starts on Saturday the 21st with the opening round of the first ever 12-team college football playoff game.
That Friday, actually.
That Friday.
You got one game, the 20th.
That's right. Because they got to capitalize on some extra viewership there on that first game. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm assuming we'll have a lot of those games right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. But yeah, who do you think? You say Georgia? That's your pick?
I like Georgia.
What about your backup quarterback situation?
Stockton looked amazing.
Amazing?
Amazing.
I think that's a stretch, but I think he did his job. I think he presents a little bit more of a dual threat than Carson Beck does.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He may not be able to throw the ball quite as well. I mean, let's face it, Carson Beck's strength is his passing. Whether people want to talk about how many interceptions or not he's thrown this year.
Yeah.
You look at what he did last year with 2 really good weapons who are now crushing it as rookies in the league, and he just hasn't had quite the same amount of help this year, and he's also had some drops, like a lot. I mean, we're leading the nation in dropped passes.
Yep, absolutely.
But you look at it too, it was kind of funny. We were all laughing at it at home watching the game. He comes in to start the second half, and Arian Smith all of a sudden just
starts catching everything.
Literally couldn't miss.
I thought he threw a little more, had a little more velocity on his ball than Carson Beck did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm with
amazing,
you on
huh? That's high praise for old Stockton.
I mean,
and not the putting guru, Dave.
I just wonder if he's got to be in concussion protocol right now. They haven't come out and said anything about it.
I was surprised that, yeah.
They were going to let him stay on the field.
Yep. But he had to come off because his helmet came off. Yep, absolutely.
But the trickery of that last play where everybody thought that he was going to, Beck's right hand was messed up. Well, he passed over to the left, or, you know what I'm saying? Handed off to the left.
Well, he kind of had to. I think he tore his, it almost looks like he tore his UCL.
His Tommy has to. The way it.
Yeah.
I mean, that puts him out for the year, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you suck it up. You got too much. You inject it, and.
But you just can't get anything on the ball.
There's nothing on the ball.
Yep.
That's the only.
So happened to Brock in the NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, we got to go ahead and take a quick break. You guys are listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Jay, what are we going to talk about when we get back?
I don't know.
Well, you can figure it out. Listen to the Inside Drive. We'll be right back.
The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is designed specifically for sports fanatics like you. The sports content you demand is always on. Live stream our national and local sports talk anywhere you go. Reach us on all social media. You can also be a part of the show. Call and text into our studios. Plus, up-to-the-minute weather and traffic maps. The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is available at the Apple Store and Google Play.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? Now, remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-708-3092. 800-708-3092. 800-708-3092. That's 800-708-3092.
As a realtor, it's important who you choose as your title company. May we suggest South Oak Title? Their offices are modern, comfortable, and state-of-the-art. South Oak Title can close transactions in any location in Florida, Alabama, and Tennessee. Their free mobile app allows realtors to deliver a net sheet in seconds. They provide mobile closing services to accommodate buyers and sellers. Their offices are beautifully decorated, state-of-the-art, complete, safe, and secure. South Oak Title, creating a better title and closing experience through technology and tailored service. Visit them online at southoaktitle.com.
Back to the Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios.
It's alive! Look alive! We're alive!
On ESPN Northwest Florida.
A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as
wouldn't have.
He would have kicked on his head.
Yeah. And we are back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. All right, Jay, you picked Georgia, huh?
I did.
I picked the Ducks before the season started. I'm going to stay with the Ducks.
All right.
Dylan Gabriel and all that Nike cash money making some stuff happen. And you know what? Good for the Ducks.
Right.
Good for the Ducks to be out there. First year.
Quack.
What do you guys think about all these realignments and all these teams that have come into the conferences and winning the conference championship with the realignments? You know, how kind of wild is that? I mean, obviously Texas didn't win theirs, Georgia got it, but Arizona State, new conference, Oregon, new conference, or Clemson stayed in the same conference there, but yeah, who would have thought that? Dabo getting all this criticism, and then boom, he's in the playoff again. Old Dabo. I'm not a big Dabo fan myself.
Go have your pizza party.
Old Dabo losing to the Gamecocks, and then they get in. Yeah, I think South Carolina is still one of the better playing teams going into the final week.
I would not want to play South Carolina right now. No way.
Did you guys see the things going around like the NIT of college football? Oh, that was pretty cool. That'd be kind of fun.
It would be.
Have a little.
It'd be more interesting. I tell you, what would be more interesting if Alabama and South Carolina and Ole Miss said, "Hey."
Yeah.
Let's get together and play.
Let's go play a little round robin.
I'd watch that over in Alabama playing 6-6 Michigan. That doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
That noon kickoff.
That ticked me off so bad when they put us up against Michigan. It's like, what are we doing
Why
here?
not can we just decline the offer and move on with our lives? And it was a terrible season. I don't
want to
make
go
us
2-10
Bama
next year.
Huh?
But I don't want to go 2-10 next year. So I would prefer us play in the bowl game. But at the same time, like Michigan, of all teams, that is not the direction that we should have been going at all. I would have loved to see Miami. If it's not going to be Miami, maybe Colorado. Army, Colorado would have been a good game. Why is Colorado playing BYU? I've got so many issues with forget the college football playoff. They did what they had to do.
Yeah.
But the bowl schedule, exactly. Like, you've got some good ones, right? You got Duke and Ole Miss. You've got South Carolina and Illinois. You've got some good, evenly matched teams, or at least evenly record matched teams. Outside of that, though, you've got some real big slip-ups here, and it's like, Army, who are they playing? Marshall. Like, come on, they didn't
dirty.
They didn't deserve to be playing in the college football playoff.
But they didn't deserve to be playing.
Let me ask you something. To make bowls relevant again outside college, should we cut the bowls down to make the bowls relevant instead of having 6? Because you go in
so
a bowl game
go
7-5
to get a bowl game.
I'd even say
8-4.
Yeah, because 6-6. Congratulations, you got a bowl game. You lose at 6-7.
Yeah.
Make the bowl games a little bit more interesting. I think we have too many bowl games out there.
What do you think it changes now with the college football playoff?
It's going to make it worse.
Do you think
because who's going to care?
Well, it keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So
you're going to have to, I'm in Alabama. I bet 10,000 Alabama fans don't go down to Tampa for that.
I wouldn't. If it would have been another team,
Miami. Heck yeah, I would have loved to go watch Cam and play against Bama. I'd love to watch that.
Let us play a couple of days earlier too. Like, we'll play in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Like, I don't care what the name of the bowl is.
No, who cares at this point? Who cares?
You don't even know what they are.
If we go to Montgomery playing the Poinsettia Bowl against or the Camilla Bowl against Miami, I'd drive up to Montgomery and watch that.
Yeah.
But I ain't driving up to watch them play Michigan.
No, and we played them last year. We played them. We played them Tom Brady's final year in a bowl game, I believe, in the Orange Bowl. We played them at least 4 times since I've been alive.
Do we have a home and home coming up with them in the 30s, I think?
And that sounds so
The roaring 30s.
The roaring 30s.
Hey, not for long.
Hey, I hope
they're going to cancel that.
Yeah. It's going to be.
Big Ten, SEC.
Yep.
Georgia's supposed to go home and home with Florida State starting in 26.
Well, Alabama does Florida State
next year, right?
And then Ohio State.
Well,
those are gone.
Yep.
See ya.
So, with that being said, I know you feel this way. How quick do we move? We've been talking about since we've been doing the show. How quick do we move to the super conferences where we have the NFL model? You've got a commissioner for the highest level of college football. It's literally determined by wins and losses on the football thing. How many years do you think we are removed from that?
Less than 3 years, and Nick Saban will be the commissioner.
Yeah, a lot of people saying
Nick Saban and Kirk Herbstreit will run that league.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That would be I think that would be them two. Yeah, I'm an Alabama fan, but Nick Saban was also at LSU and before.
Yeah.
But them two are the smartest and want what's best for college football.
Absolutely. They
want
put
what's
the best.
They want the best product.
Yeah.
They care about the money as well, but they also know the best product. But I think that just sped up from 7 years to 3 years.
Yeah, especially given what happened in the with all the picks and all that.
Yes, and I think some teams are going to get left out, and I think some other teams will get brought in, but who cares?
What about relegation? You think relegation becomes a part of it?
I think it'll be like soccer, overseas soccer. I think you can get relegated. I think then you can go back up. I think there's going to be stuff like that. And the only reason I know that is because I watched Ted Lasso. So I'm not sorry, but Ted Lasso, thank you for teaching me about relegation.
Teach you about relegation.
But I agree with you on that. I think there will be some sort of that, kind of like Korn Ferry and PGA Tour, that kind of stuff. But I think with the committee doing that, they just sped up the process a lot quicker.
Yeah, no doubt. Relegation's good because it gives the people that aren't in those top conferences a chance to play for something. Otherwise, why are you even playing? I don't know.
To win the game.
To win the game. At the end of the day, Jay, that's what it's about.
That's right.
It's a game.
You got that right.
It's a game. There's a winner and there's a loser.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's ties. We don't like ties, though.
No.
Ties like kissing your sister, right? All right, Jay.
Easy.
Inside Soto's insane contract. I know you don't even know about it.
I don't even know.
Yeah. basically, what has transpired is Juan Soto is going to get 15 years and $765 million. Potential to reach $805 million, depending on if they add a little more into it based on some things. The deal also has an opt-out, which the Mets can void by tacking on that $40 million more. There are no deferrals, which essentially means it's worth way more annually than Shohei's current 10-year, $700 million contract. I don't even know how you compare Soto and Shohei.
It's not
you can't.
What do you...
Yeah.
Otani's better in every situation, and he can pitch.
And he pitches. Yep.
You should have kept playing baseball.
That was not good enough. The writing was on the wall.
Or play football. I mean, good
I
God.
have body like glass. The kid's a 280 career hitter.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a showboat. He's not a locker room guy, and you're going to pay him that. How old is he? For 15 years.
I think he's 25, 26, something like that. Hold on. Juan Soto age. Juan.
26.
26.
So 15 years. You do the math, Jay.
That's tough.
Yeah, 41.
Yeah.
Hey, 41. Hey.
That was impressive.
I just don't see the worth there. Just for a power bat.
Yeah. Right? And he's going to the Yankees offered him 16 years, $760, and he went with the Mets. And he went with the Mets because he said he liked the future of the Mets better than the Yankees.
He'll sell tickets, though. He'll sell tickets and he'll sell jerseys.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He definitely sells some stuff, that's for sure. But yeah, he chose the Mets partially because of their future is greater than the Yankees' future. I don't know if I get that either. What proves? What proves that the Mets is a better future than the Yankees? The Yankees have continued.
I mean,
to
you're
be better.
protected by Judge. Who you about to go get protected by in the Mets lineup?
No idea. But yeah, Jay, $765 million.
What would you do with that, Jay?
I don't know.
What would your first purchase be?
Oh, man.
He would get sailor spayed or neutered.
You need to get that done before the end of the year.
I'd get me a nice little penthouse, Manhattan, New York, 40th
New York?
New York?
Oh, God.
And
that's
that
terrible.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Your
you?
judgment
What?
is
I thought you were going to say something on 30A or at least get a new truck.
Oh, I'm talking if I'm Juan DeSoto or if I had that
Juan
money.
DeSoto, you're an explorer
Yeah,
now? Nice.
I'm saying Jay. If Jay got that money where you're at right now.
Oh, where I'm at right now. Oh,
what would
snap.
I like how your go-to is Manhattan Penthouse. The last place I want to be right now is New York City.
Yeah.
What would I do? Well, let's see. I'd probably call Jay Chapman and invest some funds, most likely.
Smart man.
I mean, I've got.
Do you really have to invest $765 million?
Some of it you got to. The way Jay spends that money, come on.
Right.
Burning a hole in his pocket.
No doubt, man. So
get you some land up there and build you one of those barn dominiums with basketball courts and indoor
Indoors.
golf.
Yeah.
Build your own golf course.
Yeah.
It would be.
Do it, Jay Dunes.
Jay Dunes.
Jay
I
Dunes.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Jay Dunes. That's perfect.
Jay Dunes.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
That is a great name for a golf course.
With the Jay-isms t-shirts and everything.
Yep. It's the only merchandise we sell in the golf shop is Jayism t-shirts.
T-shirts, and you got to wear them on the course.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it. Got live cams everywhere.
Clothes are optional.
Ooh.
Clothes are optional.
So Jay Dunes is a nudist golf course.
Yeah.
Nudist golf course?
Yeah.
That's kind of his cup of tea. He
didn't
found
know
out
that.
about all the places here.
There's one in Bay County.
Nudist golf course?
No.
Colony. You get a hole-in-one for a hole-in-one, eh?
Whoa, yeah.
Hi-yo.
I like the Canadian hay. Hey?
Hey, it's about that time.
It is.
It's about that time.
Yep,
They'll be
sure
coming
is.
this way soon. But yeah, do you think, Jay, I'm asking you specifically, do you think baseball players are paid more than football, or paid grossly more than football players are? Like, do you think NFL football players should be paid more than what baseball players, in comparison? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, baseball's almost year-round. I mean, if you make it, I mean,
These pitchers, they pitch.
But they don't do a lot.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
Soto's not a pitcher. I was just bringing up a pitcher, but, you know.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Now,
Baseball's
NFL,
CBA stuff is very beneficial from the players.
I think NFL, those guys do deserve the money. I mean, they're putting on a good entertainment, and they're, like, putting their bodies on the line.
Oh, yeah.
So, I
No
mean,
doubt.
you know,
No doubt.
NFL should be paid more than baseball players, in my opinion.
Okay.
But
What do you guys think?
If you look at game breakdown, I mean, 162 games.
No doubt. Astronomically more.
Yep. I think that is way too many games anyways. Baseball guy. I think the baseball, the contracts have gotten out of control. Let's be honest.
Just keeps going, too.
Who needs that type of money?
Yeah. If you can't, cut that by a third.
But if you look at even a starting pitcher, he'll start, 25 games?
Yeah.
NFL quarterback, 15, was it 16?
17 now.
17 games.
Yeah, 18 weeks.
So still, if you look at how it breaks down, if you do it per game, per hour, whatever they call it.
Unfortunately,
if you look at it that way, then okay. But in my opinion, I think baseball does need to cut back to probably 100 games. I think you're just going to you're seeing some injuries, and we can get into a whole different topic about that. But I think baseball players are getting paid too much. I think all athletes are getting paid too much.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. That is certainly fair. And, golf's a little different aspect because you don't get anything regardless of what you're doing.
You're earning your money.
Yeah, you are earning your money truly going out there based on what you are doing versus all these other sports. And I know NFL, there's guaranteed money, and there's also, if you don't play in games, you don't get your game checks.
Bonuses, sacks, touchdown, that kind of stuff.
And all that. I think hockey players don't get paid enough.
It's fair.
I wouldn't even know what their contracts are.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, that is for sure. But yeah.
Sam, are you in that boat with me? You don't watch a lot of hockey?
Do you watch a lot of hockey? When's the last time you watched a hockey game in general?
I've watched one hockey game, and I went to it in Dallas. Now, it was a great time. Yeah. Being there was awesome. No clue what was going on.
Right.
I mean, I don't sit there other than Alabama football and some SEC games, I probably haven't watched much sports from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I've never seen an NFL game from beginning to end.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't.
Either's Jay, so you're
good. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm with you.
I like sports, but that's 4 hours of your day you got to sit there.
Right. What do you like? What are you doing in those 4 hours?
Sleeping.
Really?
The Office.
Yeah. The Office?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, The Office, the show.
Yeah, I'm not going into an office. The Office. TV show.
You're like, what office are you in?
Anything other than sitting on the couch. Maybe go and hit some golf balls.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
And then Michael, you can sit through a 4 hour one.
Sure can. I sat in the same spot from about noon to 9 yesterday.
Good.
There you
gracious.
I just love football. Right. I love the game of it. I love watching it. I love the play. I love everything about
the whole aspect.
Yeah, the whole aspect.
Just the whole showboat and stuff's gotten me now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm like, you caught a ball.
A fast one.
Yeah.
Fast one. Some of those. We got to take a break, Jay. Hope you got some good afternoon delight debriefs for us today. Looking forward to seeing what you got. You guys listen to the Inside Drive. We are live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back, and it'll be the afternoon.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
We're up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Hurricane Helene.
And breaking weather as it happens.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Monday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south, sprinkles in 73, light rain tonight about the same at 68. Tomorrow, possible thunderstorms and light rain and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 74. A little colder at 65 Wednesday and we'll have a chance of rain in the morning followed by some sun. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumberyard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you tired of hearing 2 weeks when you call to get your boat worked on? Hey folks, it's Chris Kramer with Kramer Marine and Outdoor, and we'll get you in and back out on the water as quick as possible. We're a full-line Yamaha outboard dealer and Suzuki outboard dealer, and we have master-trained certified mechanics on site. So if it's just an annual service, electronics install, trolling motor install, or all the way up to a full repower, we can take care of you. So stop by and see us in the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd next to Bill Kramer GM, or call us at 850-851-0453.
WVLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Liberty, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida
is beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go, especially at that boot store. This Christmas, make it a memorable one by selecting Western wear for the entire family from the largest to the smallest member at affordable prices. For that hard-working person on your Christmas list, what better gift than Carhartt work clothes? Don't know what to select? How about a gift certificate from that boot store? Open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5. Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30. Next to Bill Bird Kia, 15th Street, Panama City. That boot store where God is good all the time.
Pound the like and crush the subscribe. Follow us on social media for the latest sports news, scores, and updates.
And I never get off Instagram or Facebook and think, wow, good for everyone.
Keeping you in the game. It's the Inside Drive with Ryan and Jay. Live from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine and Outdoor Studios at ESPN Northwest Florida.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
And we are back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. 104.3 in Panama City and Panama City Beach. 101.9 in Port St. Joe. Along that beautiful forgotten coast. You can watch, like, listen, comment, subscribe, share, and hopefully you already follow. That is Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search up ESPN Northwest Florida. You'll find it right there. We are live every day from 11 to 1. Of course, Coach James Hale Show from 7 to 9, and the Afternoon Underdogs from 4 to 6 p.m. as well. Jay, guess what?
What's that?
Next March, we're going to be sending some more people over to our Orlando Magic game.
Ooh.
The Kia Center over there in Orlando. And we'll be sending the bus. This time it'll be an overnight trip. So I know you're going to need to, everybody wants you to go to this one.
Really?
Yep, absolutely. We'll even get you your own room. You don't have to bunk with anybody.
Okay, well, I'm in then.
Yeah, just say
I don't like bunking with people. I mean, I love y'all, but if we ever go on a road trip, I want my own bed. Right?
Well, yeah,
I think that's yeah.
Room.
Yeah,
on my own bed.
Right?
I
think
I'm on bed.
You meant to say. You meant to say. I think you were talking. Yeah. No. I don't
the
think
way he. Right.
The phrase there was interesting.
My own bedroom.
Yeah, your own bedroom. Yes, I would hope you want your own bed. Hey, to each his own. I'm not here to judge you, Jay. I just do that most days of the week when you're here.
Yes, you do. You do a mighty fine job of it.
J.com.
Yep, golfwithjay.com. It's not just about the golf, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we'll be giving away, so stay tuned. Make sure you download our free mobile app inside, Jay.
The Google Play or Apple Store.
Keep up with the latest information on how to find out how you can win a trip to go see the Orlando Magic play the Sacramento Kings. It's a long time from now, but it'll be here before we know it. That is Saturday, March 29th. And if the Magic keep doing what they're doing, one of the best teams in basketball right now, that game may have some playoff implications down the road. Of course, got to give a shout out to our studio sponsor. That is Bill Kramer GM and Kramer Marine and Outdoor right there at the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd Street. I know that is y'all's basically scramble team. Always seems to include Chris Kramer in there for the entertainment side of things.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
No doubt about it. But speaking of entertaining, Bill Kramer GM will obviously make it easy and take great care of you. Christmas presents are aplenty. Lots of trucks, lots of SUVs, lots of Corvettes, even electric Hummers over there at Bill Kramer GM. They'll make it easy and take great care of you. And of course, they got express service and regular service as well. You still got some time, Jay, if you own your own business and you want to get that write-off, 6,000 pounds or more, and you can write off 90% in that first year of the value of that vehicle. It's just got to make sure it weighs over 6,000 pounds, and the great salespeople over there at Bill Kramer GM will find that vehicle for you. And, of course, it's probably a nice day to be out there fishing today. The wind's not really too bad. Maybe some rain coming in later today and tomorrow. But if you're looking to get back out on the water, just get on the water. That's Kramer Marine and Outdoor. Their mobile service, they'll come to you. Also, it's accessory season, Christmas presents. Who needs a new Minn Kota? Who needs a new trolling motor? Who needs a new depth finder? Kramer Marine and Outdoor can get you set up with all that stuff. They'll even install it for you. They are a Yamaha outboard full-line dealer. They have Yamaha Master Certified mechanics on staff. Jay, what is a repower?
Repower is where you take the old motor off, you put a brand new one on.
Repower.
And you repower that
Repower.
thing.
I always thought it was something to do where you take it, you wind it up or something like that. But no, it's just, you just swap the engine.
That's right.
Why can't they just say that?
Just repower.
Fancy term. It
is.
For repower. Yeah. But they also sell the family of Seaborn, Spider, Sundance, and Skeeter. You can check out all that new and used inventory at KramerMarineandOutdoor.com. All right, Jay, what you got?
Oh,
I know
boy.
you got something.
Oh, boy.
I know you got something.
How about the world's most dangerous hotel surrounded by sharks?
Ooh. Scary.
Have you seen
I
this?
have.
This is in America.
Where? I'm about to find out.
Yeah, right off the coast of North Carolina.
It's insane.
What? Like Outer Banks area?
Yep. It's you can only get it to by helicopter, which I guess you could get there by boat.
I don't know. It depends on the
No, I've seen there's an episode or documentary or something. It is creepy.
It is. I mean, I perched 34 miles off the coast of North Carolina, Frying Pan Tower is often dubbed as the world's most dangerous hotel. Once a Coast Guard light station, this solar-powered haven is surrounded by shark-inhabited
It was on Shark Week.
water. Oh, was it?
Yep.
Oh,
Nice. One of the
okay.
greatest weeks in
Because the
modern
people
America.
stayed at the hotel because they were looking for a certain shark. They were looking for like a great white or something.
Okay.
A certain one.
Ooh, I got it up right now.
How creepy is that place?
It's pretty cool, I think. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It would be. Yeah.
It's like an old.
Would you want your own room there?
It does look like
Would you want your own room at that place?
Well,
a little
I don't
too
know.
creepy.
I'd like to snug up with y'all.
Hey, you're good with sharing that one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I could see why you need the helicopter to get to it, unless you want to scale the side with the boat.
Activities include snorkeling, fishing, and hey,
I thought golf would be there.
it is, and eco-friendly golfing off the helipad. So they do offer a
Test your golf swing with biodegradable golf balls.
How about that?
They should put a simulator there.
They should, yeah, or a shark simulator.
Or you can just relax around the helipad.
Jay, why haven't you built a simulator yet?
What?
Why haven't you built a simulator?
I don't think. No, I'm not an engineer.
I'm not a smart man.
I'm not a smart man.
I mean, you build it, but why don't you have one somewhere?
Oh.
Yeah, for you to give lessons and stuff.
That makes too much sense, Sam.
Make way too much sense. You know,
And you can get those little, the Bushnell's got those new Foresight ones that are.
I've got one. They're perfect, $3,500.
Yeah, can't beat it. Tax
Can't beat
write-off,
it.
man.
Yeah.
I'd be too accessible at that point.
Too accessible. What does that mean? You have a website where people
I
can
don't want to
book
make that much money.
your time. Yeah, too accessible. Man, is it because you don't?
No, I mean, golf. To me, I don't like. To me, golf is
You're more of a feel.
green grass, sunshine. Give me the elements.
What does that have to do with this? With the
Yeah, what does that have to do
you
with?
just line it up there.
Well,
You hit with it.
Yeah, I know,
And it gives
but-
you feedback. On
So
the
what if
swing.
you get a week of rain? You just don't work.
But he doesn't come here. I know that.
Whoa!
all right, back to these shark
come on.
infested.
You're the
let's
one
go.
that's delaying here.
Yeah,
I'm about to book this while you're talking.
What you?
How much is it? Does it give nightly rates?
The Frying Pan Tower Eco Tourism Adventure Weekend is $1,950. Come join us and enjoy serene sunsets, flaming sunsets, full moon watching, or Milky Way stargazing in a unique dark sky environment. Relax and recline in a deck chair or gently swing in a hammock in the cool breeze on the large helipad 80 feet above the Atlantic Ocean below.
What about food?
They have a chef on property.
Oh, my
or on
goodness.
the So
Fresh
I'm about to add
fish.
this to the cart.
Yeah. I mean,
You putting that in the Christmas list?
I might.
could you imagine what the stars look like at night?
Oh,
out
my
there, though?
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be a good time.
My luck, I go out there and then there'd be a bad storm.
It'd be cloudy.
Yeah.
It'd be rainy the whole time.
Hey, they got pool on an original 1964 Brunswick pool table. You can also throw darts or test your bathroom hooking ring skill. Play any number of games, cards without an associated friendly wager. Don't tell me what to gamble or not. Listen to your choice of music, watch sports, or your favorite movie with our high-speed internet access.
Oh.
It's got to be satellite internet.
Yeah.
I don't see how they would have ran fiber.
What about a pool or hot tub? Or can you only swim in the shark infested?
You know, it depends on the time of year, whether the temperature of the water. Yeah. No, I don't. I guess you're just diving in.
That's international waters out there. I mean,
So
there's
you
no
can gamble.
rules. There's
Yeah.
no rules.
Gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18-year-old drink.
That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
I was at 18 to party, 21 to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Used to go when I was at Costa. We used to go on the Sun Cruise casino boat. And you go out there. The odds were terrible. You'd lose your money in the first hour. And then you still got 3 more hours on the trip. You're like, this is the worst thing I could have ever done.
What were some other activities they had for people that lost their money on that cruise? Nothing?
Nothing.
You would just sit?
You just play really cheap stuff to keep having beverages, I guess. Man, I remember too. It was cold. Sun Cruise Casinos there in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh goodness,
good times, good times. Anyway, continue with your. This is exciting. I had no idea this existed.
You really summed it up there. That's kind of all I had.
When the winds, waves, and ripping currents allow, ride the hoist down to the sea and swim in the aquarium of life below within schools of gloriously colored baitfish patrolled by razor-toothed barracuda and watched by sand tiger sharks beneath. It is an adventure of a lifetime for a surface snorkeler or an experienced scuba diver. Once you have purchased an ecotourism adventure trip, you will be contacted regarding your trip details and to schedule the dates of your stay.
What kind of waivers do you think you have to sign to go there?
I'm thinking you're signing at least a few. Thursday to Monday bi-weekly trips are standard with exceptions considered on request. Charter vessel transportation to and from the tower is included with each booking. Food and non-alcoholic drink supplies are included. Alcohol is BYOB.
Huh.
So you can't regulate how much you have, and then you end up falling in there, and sand tiger sharks get you. Bookings are per person and must be paid in full with your stay to be scheduled. A chef may be booked with advance notice for additional booking fee. So there you go. You have your private chef, Jay. The minimum age is 10 years old.
How about that?
How about that?
I thought it'd be a little more than that.
You would think too.
Yeah.
With a responsible adult. How do they define responsible?
True.
Maximum of 16 guests are allowed for the 4 queens at double occupancy. 3 twin rooms and 5 twins in the crew room. So you get the crew room there as well. It does require a 7-day cancellation notice. But you get 100% back if you cancel within 7 days. You get 80% back if you're 3 to 6 days. So 20% is going to cost you if you back out. Non-weather or non-mechanical related cancellations, 2 days or less, forfeit 100% of payment. So if you just decide you don't want to go, you're...
Yeah.
No illegal drugs are allowed. No pets are allowed. All safety rules must be followed. So you can't hallucinate while you're staring at the razor-sharp barracuda teeth. What else?
35 miles off the coast.
Yes, a completed frying pan tower liability release waiver is required per person prior to departure. There's nothing else too exciting. Ooh, there's a related product, a frying pan tower volunteer trip. It's only $900.
Doesn't sound very.
What am I volunteering for once I get there?
you're the lifeguard.
Yeah, what am I?
Duty. Oh, goodness.
Am I the chef?
I had never heard of this. This is pretty cool.
You would be, yeah. You'd be a good chef.
It'd be so much fun.
I wish they had pictures of like the accommodations, because they just show the outside of it. Maybe they do. Maybe I just can't see.
It looks old.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the old lighthouse. He said that.
Yeah, it looks old. Yeah,
it's been around.
Yeah.
You going, Jay? You gonna report back?
We'll
crowdsource it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to go up to. I've never been to the North Carolina coast. It looks so nice up there. Have you guys been up to the? What is it? The Cape? Or
I got Cape Hatteras.
I've been up to like Pinehurst and Tobacco, but I haven't been to like the coast area over there.
I've been to Wilmington's on the coast.
Yeah, that's where I've been too.
Figure 8 and all that. It's really pretty.
So
it's kind of ritzy up there.
Yeah,
it's nice though.
Just north.
I'd love to have a place up there.
Yeah. Well, you can have this place right here. All right, Jay. Good stuff. You got anything else?
Let's see here. Do you remember the old guy on Home Alone? The guy that has the shovel?
Yeah, the guy that saves Kevin.
That saves Kevin,
Yeah, the neighbor.
Worried I'm going to look up this actor and find out he was 38 when he played this part.
He was 38 when he played that part?
No, but that's that would be kind of like my fear of looking up and being like, oh, God, this guy was 38.
I know it.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll punt. We're 4th and 20.
You can't punt. There's no punting in the Afternoon Delight debrief. Oh, let's see if I got any other ones here. That one's not very exciting. Let's see. Man, these aren't any good.
You know, any off the wall, like
real stories?
Real stories.
Jay gives us some real ones all the time.
Real stories.
Like the Afternoon Delight debrief.
What's the craziest things happened to you in 2024? Crazy. Yeah, anything crazy? Anything exciting?
Well, yeah, I got to go to St. Moritz in Austria and Germany. That's pretty cool. Nothing like crazy happened. I didn't get robbed over there or anything.
That's not exciting.
Yeah, I tried, but nobody would do it. It's too safe of countries over there. I mean, I went walking around at like 1 a.m. hoping somebody would do something, but nothing happened over there. No, I don't think anything really crazy's happened this year. Just a normal, boring year for old Sammy boy.
There you go.
What about you, Mike?
Yours was a little more exciting than mine.
Well,
just went to a bunch of small towns in the southeast and played some golf. And
no, I've seen you on your Instagram on the boat a few times after promising me you'd take me. But
I did do some fishing. Hey, look, I've been telling Jay too. It's just hard to get it all. It's hard to get it all coordinated during the week.
Trying to get Jay to do something at all is challenging indeed. We're still trying to get him to come to a flag football game, but we've yet to see.
Yeah,
yet to see. What about you, Jay? What's the craziest things happened to you this year?
It's been I don't know. It's been kind of a low. It's been it's been just in low. Yeah, just
swing
low
low,
line.
sweet chariot.
Swing low.
All right, I got one. I'll bail you out here. Philadelphia. Home in Philadelphia. Don't ever tell me you can't give up for love. In Philadelphia, ended up falling in love and getting married, earning them a Guinness World Records as the world's oldest newlyweds. Guinness World Records confirmed Bernie Littman and Marjorie Fitterman broke the record for oldest couple to marry aggregate age. That's when you combine the two and add it up.
Okay.
When they tied the knot at a senior living facility where they both reside back on May 19th. Littman and Fitterman met at a costume party. I bet that was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
At the facility, and later discovered they had both attended the University of Pennsylvania at the same time, but never crossed paths as students. Sarah Sickerman, Littman's granddaughter, told the Jewish Chronicle the pair were so lucky to have found each other and be a support to each other, especially during the pandemic. She wrote on social media that Littman and Fitterman both had 60-plus years of marriage to their first spouses and found love again at 100 years old. Rabbi Adam Wahlberg officiated the ceremony, told Fox News the couple had eventually reached the point where being not just close friends, but husband and wife felt like the right step to take, Jay.
That's a great story.
See?
That is amazing.
It is love.
Does it show what they were dressed up as?
I don't. Oh, yeah, it does. There's a YouTube video for it, too. No, they look spry. He's got some huge feet.
You know what they say about that?
He's got.
Good gracious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I want to live to that age.
Yeah, I say that's up there. That's up there. Yeah, 100 and 102. Good for them. Good for them, Jay. See, there's still a chance.
There's still a chance.
You got 65 years to catch up to them.
I can't imagine 65 more years.
Well, if you don't get a launch monitor, it's gonna be a long 65.
A long 65.
Oh man, I think Gavin just got one.
What's that?
A launch monitor.
He did.
Yeah.
Dad, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's on his quest to break 100. Lefty.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Is he doing it on social media?
No.
What?
He needs to.
Why do it if you're not
Why
gonna
do it if you're not gonna post? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk to Gavin.
Right. It
like-
would make for good content.
Yeah.
It really would.
It would, no doubt.
Could you break 100?
Left-handed?
Could you break?
No.
No.
I couldn't break 109 holes left-handed.
Yes, you could.
No chance. Left-handed? Oof. By real golf rules?
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
Count,
if you count the real golf, that's
true. That's true.
I'd probably have
Mulvey could.
I could.
Yeah.
to chance it. I'd probably go putter every shot,
Yeah.
just to kind of hope.
Even on force carries, you would.
There's a lot of those out at Bay Point.
There it is.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get it down the bridge. That's all.
Yeah,
Right.
right down the car. He just hit it down the road.
That's right.
Can you name that movie?
10 Cup.
Thank you. Good job.
Man, 1 for 1 with Sam questions.
Yeah. Bring it, Sam.
Who are you? Who are you? When are we gonna talk about Varsity Blues?
It's coming.
I know. If you watch
Y'all don't like it. They don't like Varsity Blues.
We never said we don't like it.
Yeah, y'all said y'all didn't.
No, I just don't think it's as good as the movies people make it out to.
It's cheesy.
Yeah.
It's not like a real movie.
Now, the only movie I'm looking forward to is Happy Gilmore 2.
That's going to
I'm really seeing how they do that.
Yeah.
It's hard to follow that one up.
It is. That's why I'm kind of... That's like making a Step Brothers or Wedding Crashers 2.
Oh, man.
Big shoes.
Big shoes.
Bar set super high.
Yeah.
Classics. No doubt about that.
365 more days to hockey trials.
I forgot that was a big part of hockey in that one. There's not really any other good. I was going to try to get you another one, Jay, to talk about, but here, this is a feel-good story. Buck freed from netting at Colorado High School batting cages. Colorado Parks and Wildlife officers came to the rescue of a large buck that wandered in the grounds of a high school and got its antlers entangled in the batting cage nets. CPW Southwest Region said on social media that a deer found its way into Durango High School's batting cages and ended up stuck in the netting. The buck was exhausted and stressed from trying to break out of the entanglement, officials wrote. Luckily, wildlife officers Brandon Dye, Luke Clancy, and Steve McClung were able to quickly respond. They darted the deer and moved fast to cut the net. Oh, they darted it like they tranquilized it. Gotcha.
You got to dart your neck.
That's right.
Dart your neck. The deer soon recovered from the tranquilizer and was able to climb back to its feet and return to the wild, CPW said.
Oh,
that deer's lucky he's not one in Alabama.
Yeah, he would have been. He'd have been on somebody's wall. That is for sure. Jay?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we get back, I want to talk to a little bit more about these guys. Maybe some fun stories you've had in your world-long drive career.
Yeah.
Maybe some fun stories that people may not know about. That don't know what you guys do day in and day out. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
Only 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida could bring sports fans like you an app this powerful. The sports content you crave is always on. Live stream us everywhere you go. Now with upgraded programming and live game schedules, you'll always know when the Atlanta Braves and your favorite games are playing. Plus, interact with our local hosts in real time and so much more. The new app for the sports fanatic is available at the Apple Store and Google Play. From 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. The remainder of the day, light showers in 73 with a gentle breeze coming out of the south around 10 miles per hour. Tonight, light rain with lows around 68. Tomorrow, possibility of thunderstorms and sprinkles and a temperature near 74. Moving into Wednesday, a little colder with a high of 65 and a chance of rain in the morning followed by some sun. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Hello?
Honey, my radio is making this loud squeaking noise when I'm stopping my car. I really think I might need new speakers.
Oh, why don't you try turning down the radio, hon?
It just got worse.
Maybe we should take it down to Alford Tire and Service Center, and maybe they can figure out what's going on. At Alford Tire and Service Center, we provide peace and quiet with the radio off. So if your car is making a strange noise, come and see us for your free visual safety inspection today. Located on Tyndall Parkway in beautiful Callaway, we do it all at Alford Tire and Service Center.
Did you know that fees associated with real estate closings are virtually the same from one title company to the next? So what sets South Oak Title apart? Effective communication, customer service, expertise, and technology. If you're buying or selling real estate, refinancing a residential or commercial property, tell your realtor you want to close with South Oak Title. South Oak Title, with locations across the Southeast, including Panama City Beach, Inlet Beach, Destin, and Fort Walton Beach. Visit them online at southoaktitle.com.
From the fairway to the rough.
Was hoping to squeeze in 9 holes before this rain starts.
From the greens to the bunker.
Certainly, Your Eminency.
It's the Inside Drive with Ryan and Jay from the Bill Kramer Marine and Outdoor Studio.
The good Lord would never disrupt the best game of my life.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
But the fire is so
And we are back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. All right, Jay. I'm gonna let you be the host and ask your good friends here some questions about some things that they've maybe come across, some crazy things. Maybe and one thing that you may not know, Sam, too, is we were really, really close to having a World Long Drive competition at Bay Point many, many years ago. We even had the team come out and do a grid on 15. We were just short of about that $500,000 sponsorship to do the event, but we were working with the hotel at the time, and they had come out, and it was gonna be an event, but it really, you had to find that sponsor. Yeah. But on the World Long Drive side of things, what are some things that you kind of deal with on a weekly basis that people from the outside may not realize? What it takes to do what you do.
Back pain. Swinging the golf club in season, you're swinging 5-6 days a week, and you're not going to the range and hitting 50 golf balls.
Yeah,
some days you're hitting 250 drives at max effort. That takes a toll on your body. All the travel expenses, all that stuff. I mean, we have 10 events a year all throughout the country.
What's your favorite place to go to?
My favorite is either Mesquite, Nevada, or Denver, just because how far the ball goes in Denver. It's just fun to hit it. But Mesquite's beautiful. You hit into the mountains. It's beautiful out there.
Now, how far were you hitting it in Denver?
So I got out to like 450, 460 in Denver.
Wow.
Ball goes.
How far are you hitting it?
But you just know I don't hit the ball high enough for altitude to really do my ball justice. I need to hit it probably another 50 to 100 feet higher than I do now to do it justice. But no, I mean, I think just to keeping your body in shape is what people don't fully understand. I mean, you're swinging a golf club at 145 to 155 miles per hour, and some days you do that for 100 golf ball. I mean, if you don't go to the gym, you don't eat right, you don't go see a good chiropractor or therapist afterwards, you're shut down. Then guess what? You wake up next day, I got to do it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to do it again. That's the only way you're going to gain speed. You're not going to gain speed by doing it once a week. Doesn't work that way. Speed doesn't come that way. If it did, everybody'd have speed.
Yep. Discipline.
The two things I see differently in these two is that I feel like he's kind of a little bit more intense as far as like his year goes. Like he may go intense for 5 months, but then like he may do nothing for 2, right? Like
two charity events or something.
Whatever.
Yeah, very calm and yeah.
And then Michael over here, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he's kind of more of a consistent, like, through the year kind of keeping things. So I guess that's the difference I see in the two of you guys, which, I mean, is relatable. I mean, I think Long Drive is more intense, and then Tour is probably more consistent, I guess, if you will.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to be too intense on a golf course. That's when you start making bad shots and that kind of stuff.
True.
I mean, with us, I have 6 balls to hit 1 straight. I could care less if the other 5 hit people left or right of me.
Right.
So that's a big difference, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah. So I was going to ask kind of the mental. We talk about the mental side of golf all the time. We've had some great guests on. How obviously, from the tour, trying to make it on tour perspective, the mental side of the game is paramount. How much is the mental side of things in World Long Drive? How much time do you spend working on that, I guess is what my question should be.
A good bit.
Yeah.
Because the hardest thing for me starting off was going to the range and not caring where the golf ball goes.
Because that's counterintuitive for the game of golf.
That mentality is tough. That's why some people can't gain speed. That's why a lot of people that gain speed hit into a net. Because you don't see where the golf ball goes. You don't freak out. Then all of a sudden you just hit it hard, but you hit a massive slice. So what are you going to do next swing? You're going to try to hit a little straighter, so you're going to take something off.
Yep.
But you hit into a net over and over. That was the hardest thing for me, is going to a driving range and not caring what people thought. If I topped one, if I popped one up, if I hit the building right, hit the building left, hit somebody right, as long as I swing hard as I can. That was very tough. Mentally, when you go on a tee box, you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to hit 6 golf balls. There's 3 other guys on the tee box with you. So mentally, if I'm going up against Martin Borgmeyer or Kyle Berkshire, I'm trying to swing even harder. Because they who you are. That's when mentally you just got to stay within yourself.
Yeah.
And I got lucky at Worlds this year. I finished 11th at the World, and I did not have anything left in the tank from the whole week. So mentally, I was like, I think I topped out like 216 ball speed. That's all I had. That's all I could get to. So mentally, I was like, I want to stay within myself. I'm gonna be the one that hits the most balls in play. If I work out, I work out, and it just kept working out. I didn't get out of that. Where used to, I'd get out of that a little bit. And I try to overswing, but mentality, like you said, discipline.
Yeah,
that's the main thing, and that's with any sport. If you don't have discipline, you don't need to be in sports.
Right.
Or you're never don't expect too much out of yourself. So, kid, if you don't have discipline, don't expect to be some great athlete.
Well, discipline's anything in life. Sports, just life in general. Like, you have to have discipline to be successful. Michael, obviously, we've talked to you a bunch about, doing what you're doing. And how much time is spent on the mental side and how much time is spent on the physical side for you?
I mean, I think I'm probably spending more on the physical side, but I think a lot of the mental stuff, like when people say, oh, you've got to work on your mental game, or like, it's, for me at least, it's not like actively like going to read a book about how to it's
learning
just
how
like
to control yourself in high pressure situations.
Yeah, but it's also like, okay, I could go fishing this afternoon and I could just hang out at home until I do that, or I could go get a couple hours of practice in and then go. And it's like doing that, it's like, okay, I had the discipline to go get some work in even when I maybe didn't want to. And like, that's going to give me an edge down the road. And that gives you a mental edge. It's going to help your physical and your mental.
Absolutely.
It's the pushing yourself a little bit in a workout, like, and you're tired and you go finish with some
I started something this month, a deadlift every day. It's called Dead December. I found a guy on Instagram, and it's basically mental. If you can deadlift every day for 30 days, mentally that does something to you. Your legs are sore and everything. Like you said, if you can just get out of bed and go do it, then start that. Let me ask you something.
Fire.
Where we're talking about speed and all that kind of stuff, how much do you need to gain in your mind to be a threat, to really give yourself the next shot? How far are you behind right now?
I would say, I mean, if we were talking about it earlier, average club head speed on tours, 115, 116. I'm probably at 113 and a half.
Well, what I want people to understand as well is speed's not everything. It's how you spin it, how you launch it and everything. Correct. But if you don't have the speed, it doesn't matter. Yardage-wise, where do you need to be? How much, best case scenario, how many yards do you need to gain off the tee the next few months?
I think if I could pick up 15 yards in the air, that'd be huge.
Well,
That goes from like, no, but I like...
It's like me never three-putting again. It'd be great.
That takes me from like the 285, 290 range to being able to carry it 300. And...
Puts more 8-irons in your hand.
Not necessarily that, but like on par 5s, you go from, hitting a 2-iron or maybe a 3-wood in to now you're hitting a 5 or a 6-iron. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I'm on the longer side with my irons just because I'm tall and my irons are an inch long. So like there may be somebody that swings it.
Are they de-lofted?
No, I mean
you don't play with the lofts?
No, they're just standard or whatever they come with. Now,
is that something you think he should do?
Yes.
De-lofting them?
Yes.
Well, you do that, but then you've got to...
Well, yeah, it changes a lot of stuff.
It changes a lot of stuff.
Changes your dynamic law, changes how your ball goes into the green.
It changes everything. Yeah. I mean, it changes how it flies.
Yeah.
But where I was going with that is like, on top of, okay, now instead of having 250 into a par 5, I'm going to have 230, and 230 being like a kind of a half 2-iron. Now it's going to be between a 4 and a 5-iron. Mm-hmm. Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Of course. Proximity, everything just starts getting smaller.
I mean, you look at Bryson, and he's, I'm fortunate enough to know him really well. Yeah, I'd rather have a wedge into those greens, no matter where I'm hitting out of, rough, off to the side, rather than a 6-iron trying to land it on those tough greens in the PGA. I mean, those balls sometimes bounce off. I mean, you're hitting proximity of 3 yards in the spot you're trying to hit. So you think 15 yards and that puts you where you need to be?
Yeah, and I think
what would that do to you mentally as well? Knowing you can hit it like that.
It'd be pretty good, I think.
That's what...
I mean, I think it turns you into a little bit of like, okay, I hit it far, so I can afford to give a little bit away left and right. Whereas now, like, I'm not hitting it far, so I feel like I got to hit the fairway.
Now, and I don't know that. I've never played a competitive golf tournament. What does it do to you mentally if you're playing a guy and he's always out driving you 15, 20 yards?
I mean, I could care less.
Okay,
really.
You could. Okay, so I don't know what some people think. That's what
I think he probably is on the below half of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do care.
Yeah,
and that's what I was good for Michael.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, because then all of a sudden, if you're playing with a guy and he's always out driving you, then you try to muscle up and then you start spraying it.
Right.
Because I mean, what they say when you played against Tiger is automatic. What in his prime, you can automatic add 5 strokes to your score. just by stepping on two.
Just by playing with something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's to be able to, and because human nature is, if I go out there and play with Jay and he's hitting it past me every time, like you feel like, all right, why Jay's hitting it
I gotta
past
swing
me?
faster.
Yeah, I got to make something else happen. So for you to have
That's
that
huge.
just mental block's not the right word, but you know what I mean. The ability to just say, I don't give a crap what this person I'm doing with is, that gives you a competitive advantage because it's just human nature to get caught up in that stuff. And what we're kind of talking about here is just how minuscule these things are in the game of golf, and how every yard, every little tiny thing is the difference between, you know, making that one cut that you need to make, or making that one qualifying that you need to make. And, you know, we obviously talk a lot of golf here on the Inside Drive. It's kind of the name of the show, but it's such a great parallel to what we have to face every day in life, that if you can get discipline in life, you can be disciplined in golf, et cetera, et cetera. But good questions. Good stuff. Good stuff. I know it's a grind. The word grind is tossed around quite a bit in the world of golf, and that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's a grind, as is anything. As is anything.
Yeah.
You got any big tournaments coming up, Jay? You going to play in anything this 2025? It's been a little while since you've done a U.S. Open local.
My day in the sunshine is over.
It's never
and
over.
done with.
It's never over.
You just said you love being out in the elements. So why's your day in the sunshine over there? You just yelled at me for asking about you building an indoor. I mean,
yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yell at him. You shouldn't yell at people on the air.
Can we host a local out at Bay Point this year? Can we get that in the works?
Yeah, I mean, as long as the club's willing to do it.
I sure would love to do that.
I know.
Instead of traveling over to
I've done 4 locals in my career. 3 at Bay Point, 1 over at Shark's Tooth. Yep. I'd rather if I was doing it, I'd rather do it at Bay Point than Shark's Tooth, because a little more margin of error there at Bay Point.
Just get through the first 5 holes.
That's it. That's it. And make that birdie on 6, and you're off and running.
That's right.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're trying to go Eagles.
Yeah. Well, you're hitting driver lob wedge. So.
Yeah, we're going.
Just bring it down.
Yeah, I go driver lob wedge and get out of there with a par. I'm really thrilled. That's what usually happens.
It's that 4-putt thing you were talking about. But you can't 4-putt unless you're on the green in 1.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
hey,
that's right. There you go. But yeah, Jay.
Yes, sir.
What you got? We're going to get into our pick'em here in the final segment, and then talk a little bit about the Monday night football game coming up. Who's playing tonight?
I love that.
Oh, boy.
Come on, Jay.
I don't know.
Bengals,
America's
Cowboys.
team.
Oh, okay.
I got Joe and Chase tonight. I need them.
Yeah. It's this is it. This is your final game in most fantasy football leagues before the playoffs start.
I need to win to get a 2 seed.
Yep.
Need it.
Bengals.
You guys are going to be very surprised at this. David hosts what we call the 850 Pigskin Pick'em. It's picking NFL games straight up, no spreads, nothing. Winner take all. Guess who's leading?
Don't tell me, Jay.
This guy. Like, handedly, too.
That's unbelievable.
Does he even know where half the teams are located?
No, he doesn't. You could ask him.
Or the mascots?
No, he doesn't know. He doesn't even know who's in the divisions.
Yeah.
You just got it. When you got it, you got it.
Hey, when you got the, what do the kids say? When you got the Riz, you got the Riz.
You got it.
It's insane.
Have you done okay this week?
I haven't even looked. I don't even know.
That's how much you care, is you haven't even looked to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Jay Henley. And even better is what his name is. Yeah, you're 150. Oh, yeah, that great. 155, 152 and 55. You're up 60 points on Barrett Townsend. Let's see. Does it show me your
How many
pick?
points you getting for a win?
10.
So I've got 6 to play around with, and how many more weeks? I've got 3 more.
Ooh, let's see. You went with the Eagles, or excuse me, you went with the Lions, so you got that one. You went with the Eagles. You went with the Dolphins. They survived in overtime. You went with the Steelers. You did lose the Tennessee Titans pick to the Jags.
God, how bad did they look?
Ooh, man, the Titans are. Titans are.
I can't remember that I've like sat there and watched a Titans game. It's just like red zone, and then outside of that, like no. When Mac Jones is whooping us, like all right, here we go.
Get off Mac. Come on now.
Hey, I love Mac. But still, it's like that's how garbage we are. We're at the house and we're losing to 2-9 Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah.
No, you
Without
did
a
good.
prayer.
You only got 3 wrong thus far this week, Jay, and one of those that Titans pick was fair. I mean, the Jags were real bad too,
Right.
And the Cardinals just did not look great against the Seahawks.
Terrible.
And I really needed those Seahawks or Cardinals to win that game, especially with us beating the Bears, finally getting another win, and then the Bills losing to the Rams. That was a shootout in that one, and then the stupid Kansas City Chiefs, they doink another one through for another victory.
Unbelievable.
Another victory. I don't know. I can't. I can't with that.
What was the
anymore.
49ers Bears score from yesterday?
I do know at one point in the first half we
38-13.
had 315 yards to the Bears 5. Wow. But I can't really talk a whole lot because we
Pretty
really
impressive.
haven't been great because of the injury situation. But it is what it is. Yeah, Jay, how do you think do you think you did the best in the pick'em this week, or do you think me or David did?
I don't think I did that great.
You and me did the same.
Really?
Which I don't know if that's good for me.
No,
and
it's
then
not
David just keeps doing what David does.
Uh-huh.
But we get back.
Look at that smile.
Yeah. we're going to do probably tomorrow too. We're going to do a college football bracket.
Ooh.
But we got to figure out what kind of value to associate with that.
Okay.
Whether it's like 2 a correct pick or 1 whatever. I know the more I try to, this is what happens.
The more points you add, the more points I get.
I know. It's not fair. I try to make it so like, we can catch up, and then the gap just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
But you are
I'm usually pretty bad at bowl picks, though, just because
Well, and this would just be the college football playoff bracket.
Oh, just the playoffs?
That should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Well, how many games are there total?
So
You
you
got
got
in the college
1, 2,
football.
3,
4,
5, 6, 7, 8,
8,
9, 10, 11 games, right?
11.
Yeah. 2 points apiece. 22 points available.
But you got to scale it where, like, you get the first. I mean, the first couple games are fairly easy. You would
think, yeah.
So, like,
Now, do they have lines already on those games?
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
but I think you just look at it like they
pull 'em
do.
up.
You know, when you get points for a bracket in March.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You get
kind of the scale.
2 points or whatever for a round of 64 game, and then all the way up to if you get the national champion, right? You get a big boost.
Yeah. Yeah. It's worth a little more.
Yeah.
I think so. All right, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we get back, we'll talk about that pick'em, Jay Henley. Also talk about who you guys think should win the Heisman Trophy. And then, of course, last but not least, we'll dive into the Monday Night Football game tonight. You did really good on Thursday Night Football with all your prop picks. Let's see if you can continue that into Monday Night Football. You guys listen to the Inside Drive. Sam Judah, Michael Shears. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida, available on all your devices.
Connected.
Hear your favorite sports talk hosts.
The Coach James Hale Show.
You're listening to the Inside Drive live.
The afternoon underdog.
And your favorite teams.
Braves winning!
We're live on the app. Tune in, Alexa, ESPNPC.com, Facebook, YouTube, and in your car at 101.9 and 104.3. Wherever you go, there we are. ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the season of New Traditions sales event going on now at Bill Bird Kia. Now offering 1.9% APR for up to 60 months of the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or a new 2025 Kia Sportage. Take your next holiday adventure in a brand new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or new 2025 Kia Sportage with $1,748 per month per $1,000 financed in 60 months. Quantity is limited, not to be combined with other finance offers and not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/25.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
starting fresh.
Fresh new start. Locally sourced, Farm to Radio. The Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey is live and local. From the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios. On ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back. You listen to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. All right, Jay Henley. We started with 5 of the conference championship games in the pick'em last week. We went Boise State and UNLV. All 3 of us picked Boise State. All 3 of us got the Boise State victory. Then we went Arizona State, Iowa State in the Big 12 championship. David and I picked Arizona State, and that Scattaboo boy, he tore it up, and then you went with the Cyclones.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Who the hell picked the Cyclones?
I do. That guy.
God, oh my! I bet y'all enjoyed that when he said it.
There's so many things we enjoy.
God, I can only imagine. I'm about to just come and hang out every day to watch this stuff. I mean, good gracious.
Oh man. And then UGA in Texas. I was the only one that picked Texas. I didn't think Georgia could do it twice. It came close. Play calling not so good. You guys both got Georgia. All 3 of us went with the Ducks. Only one of us picked those Clemson Tigers. You guys picked the Mustangs. I snuck out a 1 in that one. And, of course, we did do the Niceville-Lakeland game, and Lakeland ended up winning that one 34-33, knocking Niceville out of an opportunity to play in the state championship final. I don't know if St. Thomas Aquinas or whoever else. I'm guessing St. Thomas Aquinas won that. But David got one because of that. He didn't want to pick the game, and it worked out just fine for him.
Yeah, I should have just laid off of it. Keep it a little bit closer, but hey, here we are.
Here we are.
No revenge
indeed.
game.
That's it. And then we did 4 NFL games, Cardinals, Seahawks. I picked the Cardinals because we needed the Cardinals to win that one. Seahawks handedly won that one. I believe the final score was 30-18, if I'm not mistaken. And then all 3 of us went with the Bills, as most of America probably did.
What a game.
And the Matt Stafford still continues to be timeless when it comes to, and there's that Puka Nacua catch.
The one on the sideline, on the left sideline.
Ridiculous.
I mean, he makes at least 3 to 4 catches like that a game where you're just like, this don't make no sense.
Nope. He's
a phenomenal.
Absolutely. So all 3 of us did pick the Bills in that one. I don't know what's worse, you picking Iowa State or you picking the Chicago Bears against the San Francisco 49ers. But
there were so many people picking the Bears, though, because
the spread went from 5.5 all the way down to, I think it was 3 or 3.5 before the game started.
Yeah, because when a team fires their head coach, they're like, oh, they're going to get a boost. Have you seen the Bears play on the road this year?
They don't win football games.
Have you seen the Bears play this year?
Yeah, they beat the Titans.
Oh, goodness. But yes, the 49ers got that victory. And if you picked up Isaac Guerrero, he had some Christian McCaffrey-like numbers. I think he ran for 80-plus yards. That was an easy rushing prop to hit. And then he also added 50 in the air as well as 2 touchdowns. So if you picked up Guerrero, he might have been the guy to get you over the hump. Also, if you had
Charbonnet.
Yeah, Zach Charbonnet and Sam Darnold went for a ton of points.
Josh Allen didn't have a good day, did he? Fantasy.
Only the highest ever fantasy
I didn't
points.
Think he had that.
No, he's not really that good.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't win MVP or anything like that either. But
340 something and five touchdowns, I believe.
6 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 3 in the air. Good God.
Decent day. It's just another day of the park.
Yeah, Orchard Park. Video game numbers. And last but not least, I picked the Chargers. I just wanted the Chargers to win. I'm tired of the Chiefs winning. But y'all both picked the Chiefs, and they doinked it off the upright and threw for another walk-off win, whether it's a field goal kick, whether it's a block. They keep finding ways to win games. But hey, winners find ways to win, Jay, and Chiefs certainly continue to do that. That ended up with 5 for you, 5 for me, and 8 for David Hayes, who's now leading it 111-95-72.
Yes, sir.
But yet you're winning the 850 Pigskin Pick'em with a bunch of cash on the line.
Who knows?
Cash.
Yeah, you'd
rather do good than that one.
Yeah. That's fair. This isn't really worth anything.
I mean, why not?
Yeah,
that one's just pride. This one's cash.
Yeah. Jay doesn't have a lot of pride, so
Zero.
All right, Jay. Speaking of pride,
we forgot about the. You remember we were talking about Southern terms on Friday?
Yeah.
How about which you did you?
Which you did you?
Yeah, which you did you? Have you heard of that one?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
Which you did you?
That just popped in the old.
I bet you Sam's got a good little southern twang quote or something. What you got, man? You got a southern
I'm sure
quote.
I do. I mean,
come on.
You got to just listen to me talk. I'm sure they'll start coming out.
But did you?
Michael, you got one?
That was
fun.
Sure
that was
I
fun
do.
though.
It's kind of the same thing. You gotta have them in context.
Yeah, you can't just. Give me a southern saying.
Give me a southern saying. I don't know. Just listen to me
Jay,
talk
give me
for
a
2
swing
hours.
tip with never seeing my
Yeah.
golf swing before.
Be mechanical.
Low and slow.
Rhythm and balance.
Low and slow.
Yeah. Rhythm and balance, baby.
When it's breezy, swing easy. Hey, you too can experience that golf with
Tee
you.
it high, let it fly.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, maybe you should have done a segment with golf sayings.
No, we could do that. You're doing Northern sayings Friday. aren't
Oh,
you?
okay.
You got to.
Okay.
I
Just
would
do a
love
whole-
to hear Northern
Do
sayings.
a whole
I don't really
episode
know
of like either music, lyrics, or movie quotes.
Did you know he plays the guitar on Fridays?
Where at?
Here.
Where at? Where at?
See?
On air?
Yeah, he plays our intro songs.
I got it.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. He played Adam Sandler's
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
That's kind of your bread and butter.
We might have to bring it in again Friday.
You
'Cause I'm
bring it
running
in
out.
every Friday.
I'm talking about Happy Hanukkah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you got, a week. This week and next week, and then we're off.
Practice up.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, we're off?
Well, Christmas week. I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do. Oh goodness. All right, Jay, you did really good last time. Let me pull up Hard Rock here real quick and see what kind of props we're looking for tonight. First off, we'll just start with the game line. It has moved down. It opened, I think, at 5.5, but the Bengals are now a 4.5 point favorite on the road in Jerry's World. What do you like? The Bengals laying the 4 or the Cowboys getting the 4.5?
Ooh. I'm taking the Bengals and the points.
So you're taking a minus 4.5.
Yeah.
Give me a score prediction then.
Let's go 28-21.
Okay. I was gonna say, make sure you include the spread in there when you say this.
28-21. Bengals win.
So over under is 50. So then that would be under.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Does Bill Belichick go to North Carolina?
No.
If they agree on a son.
To come with him?
Mm-hmm. I think he takes it.
Yeah. Be kind of cool.
Didn't his girlfriend just enroll there?
I think so.
That's why he's trying to.
Yeah. She's an undergrad.
Yeah.
Good for Bill.
Good for Bill.
He's got 6 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
Now he's going to go coach the Tar Heels. Beautiful campus, too, by the way.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to North Carolina, but it was just really tough to get in out of state.
I can't imagine.
Beautiful campus. Beautiful campus.
I tried to-
Nothing
I
to do
tried
with
to.
sports, any of that.
Yeah.
I also showed up at Wake Forest, too, and then I asked what the SAT scores were, and I was like, see ya. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right. Joe Burrow, 277.5 passing yards, Jay. Over, under.
Oh, boy.
Are you going to bet these like you did last time?
Yeah. Let's do
All
that.
right, so
let's do that.
All right, here we'll go.
You're going.
We'll
Okay.
go Michael,
Okay.
Brian, David, Sam, Jay.
Ooh. I'll follow you guys on this.
All right, I'm going over. It's 277.5. He's thrown for over 300 in a lot of games this year, and the Cowboys' defense is just really not that good. Michael, over under.
I'm taking the under. I think they're going to take an early lead, and I think they're just going to run the ball and kill a bunch of clock.
There you go. Cool. Chase Brown, right? Chase Brown, and who's the other guy? Zach
Moss, I believe,
Moss
might be
still hurt,
injured.
potentially. All right, David, 277.5. Over under on that one.
I'll take the over. The Bengals are going to find a way to screw around and let the Cowboys hang in this game, so I think you're getting a lot of fireworks tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. High scoring. I like that over the 50. If Cooper Rush can find ways to get the balls to his players on his team. Speaking of Cooper, go ahead, Sam. Over.
Are we
under.
doing everything or just this?
Just a couple. Just a
I
couple.
didn't know if we were doing the scores and stuff too.
I'll do some other, like some receiving and some until we run out of time. We got till the 7, so we got about 5 minutes. 277.5. Joe, okay. And then Jay?
Yes.
277.5. Over or under?
I'll go over.
All right.
Yep.
4 overs and an under. All right, then we got Cooper Rush. Hard to figure out, but only 236.5 on this prop. Bengals defense is not good. So we'll run it back again. Michael, over under 236.5.
I'm taking under again.
Ooh, the double under. I'm going to go Cooper goes over. I think, like David said, it's a high-scoring game, a lot of back and forth, so I think Cooper Rush also hits that. You know, that's not a big number for an NFL quarterback. But you never know. It could end up being a 7-3 game and a half. That's usually what happens when I think there's going to be high-scoring stuff. David, Cooper Rush, 236.5.
Yeah, I'll say he goes over because Cowboys ain't got no type of running game.
That's true. Ezekiel Elliott. Devontae Turpin.
Dalvin Cook.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, Dowdle's like the actual running back, and the more that they've given him the ball, but they don't want to do what they're supposed to do.
Let him run.
Golly.
All right. Sam, 236.5 on Cooper. Over. Jay?
I'm going to go under.
I thought you were going to do that. All right, you locking them in? All right, let's go to those rushing props.
I guess.
Rico Dowdle, 68.5. We'll start with you, Michael.
Rico Dowdle, 78.5?
68.5.
Over.
I like it. 68.5. Let me just write this all down. I'm gonna go over as well. The Bengals have been getting gashed in the recent weeks. David, 68.5 for Rico.
62 on the ground and then ends up getting the rest of it via the air. So
he's
under
on the rushing prop. Sam?
He's gonna go for about 132 tonight.
Whoa. Well, over 100, you can get him at plus 325. So almost 3-1 on over 100. Take it. You heard it here first. All right.
He'll get 20 carries tonight.
Jay Henley.
All right. I'm going with Sammy on that one. I'm going to take the over.
All right. You can parlay the over 21 rush attempts with over 100 yards, and that'll get you, let's see, plus 1,500.
Really?
On that one. 15-1 on that little parlay action there.
All right.
Not bad. I kind of like it. Lock it in. Lock it in. Jay Henley, what do you got? 68.5 for Rico.
Over. Mm-hmm. This update on the phone has just been horrific.
You don't like change. We know. We know. You're part of that demographic that can't handle change.
I'm not that old. Look, David's not even, he's agreeing with y'all.
Are we going to build
update my phone.
A 3-leg same game parlay with the boost? You got a 30% boost on there.
Ooh, 30%
I believe.
boost. Nice. They've been giving away these free bonus bets, too. Hopefully the next one will be coming out soon. All right. Jay, does Micah Parsons get a sack?
Micah Parsons.
He's a defender for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes. I don't think he does.
No? Okay.
I don't think he does.
So you're taking the under 0.5 there at minus 115. What about Trey Hendrickson? Leads the league in sacks, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he's up near the top.
We'll go over on whatever he's got. What, 3?
They just put 0.5.
Oh, 0.5?
It's either a sack or no sack.
Did you just say over 3 sacks in a game?
That'd be a solid payout.
Did I just hear that correct?
Yeah, no, you did. This is real life.
Is this daily?
This is daily.
Okay.
When he's here, it's daily. Indeed. Yeah.
My God.
I don't think you could choose to go over that.
No alternate sack line.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We can put a little side wager on that there, Jay Henley.
I bet you what you can do is if he does get one, say he gets one in the first quarter, I bet you can go in there and they'll have it updated.
For the next. Yep. That's why I like the live stuff. The live stuff is just.
But it still wouldn't be the same as saying before the game. 'Cause that's probably going to be like plus 725 or something.
Oh, if not more.
Way more than that. Yeah.
No doubt. All right, Jay. I need one more for you. Brandon Aubrey. Over under 1.5 field goals.
Smash it.
Is Aubrey with Dallas or?
Yes,
he's with Dallas.
Yes, he's the kicker for Dallas. That would mean he'd have to make 2 or more if you go over, and 1 or less if you go under.
I'll take the over on that.
This is one of those that just seems like it has to, right?
Yep.
I'm definitely going over. Anybody not going over 1.5 field goals there for Brandon Aubrey?
I'll take it on paper, but I don't like the odds on it. Minus 140.
There's no value there. No value. What about kicking points over 7.5, 1-1?
That's a little bit better, but I mean, you're now assuming they're going to they're going to
kick 2 field goals
and get in the end zone.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, what, 13 points? What's their over-under for
for their thing?
Well, we got to go. It is that time, guys. Appreciate you hanging out. Let's do it again sometime soon. Afternoon Underdogs coming up at 4 p.m. You guys have been listening to The Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The Afternoon Underdogs.
Part of it's on Tim Tebow. Now, he was being demonstrative. He didn't want to try to do anything else besides be a quarterback. He could have had a longer NFL career.